You ever heard of Kentucky? Well, we all know it's one of the best bourbon-producing states in the US, but that isn't the only thing this state is famous for. There are so many more interesting things about the bluegrass state that most people don't know. So, we've made this video to tell you all about them. Here are 15 things you need to know about Kentucky. Welcome to our channel. Number 15. Muhammad Ali. If you know anything about Kentucky, you'll probably know about Muhammad Ali. He was born in Louisville and spent most of his life here before moving to Michigan in 1981. Ali was an amazing boxer who won 3 world heavyweight titles and was considered the most significant and popular athlete of the 20th century. During his boxing career, he was involved in many controversial incidents because of his religion and political views. But regardless of what happened outside the ring, Ali was always remembered as one of the greatest boxers who ever lived. Number 14. Baseball. Did you know that baseball is the favorite sport in Kentucky? According to surveys, it's more popular than even football. In fact, when asked which team they support, over 60% of the population said they were fans of Major League Baseball teams. This makes sense, considering how close the state is to Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Reds. And then there's also the city of Louisville, which is just 10 miles away from Indiana, home of the Louisville Bats, a minor league affiliate of the Reds. But baseball has been played in Kentucky since the early 19th century, and the first professional game was played between 2 teams from Paducah in 1871. Number 13. Horse racing. Another very popular sport in Kentucky is horse racing, particularly thoroughbred racing. In fact, Kentucky is often referred to as the birthplace of thoroughbred racing in the United States. Kennelland Association, based in Lexington, is one of the oldest sporting organizations in America and hosts 2 of the most prestigious races in the country, the Kentucky Derby and the Breeders' Cup. These events draw crowds from all over the world and bring in millions of dollars each year. The history of horse racing in Kentucky dates back to the colonial era. But it really took off after World War II, when American soldiers returned home and began breeding racehorses. Number 12. Mammoth Cave National Park. Located in southern Kentucky, Mammoth Cave National Park is home to the longest-known cave system in the world. Discovered in 1972, the park covers over 50,000 acres and includes not just the cave itself, but also forests, grasslands, and wetlands. There are over 400 different types of bats that live in the park, and visitors can take guided tours to see them up close. The park is also home to a variety of other wildlife, including black bears, white-tailed deer, and wild turkeys. Visitors can go hiking, camping, or fishing in this beautiful setting. Number 11. Abraham Lincoln Birthplace National Historical Park. Born in a log cabin in 1809, Abraham Lincoln is one of the most important figures in American history. The park where he was born is located near Hodgenville and includes not just the cabin, but also a visitor center with a museum and a theater. Visitors can learn about Lincoln's early life and the events that shaped him into the man who would become the 16th President of the United States. The park also has hiking trails and picnic areas for visitors to enjoy. Number 10. Daniel Boone National Forest. Located in eastern Kentucky, the Daniel Boone National Forest is one of the largest national forests in the country. It's named after the legendary frontiersman and explorer Daniel Boone, who was the first European to explore the area in the 1700s. Today, the forest is a popular destination for outdoor recreation, including hiking, camping, and fishing. The forest is also home to a variety of wildlife, including black bears, white-tailed deer, and wild turkeys. Number 9. The Kentucky Derby. The Kentucky Derby is one of the most exciting events in the world of horse racing. Held annually at Churchill Downs in Louisville, the Derby attracts thousands of spectators from all over the globe. The race is known for its thrilling competition and its unique traditions, such as the wearing of the famous hats by female attendees. The first running of the Derby was in 1875, and it's been held every year since, except for 1926, when it was cancelled due to a track fire. Number 8. Bigfoot. Like many other states, Kentucky has its own version of Bigfoot. In this state, Bigfoot is called the skunk ape. While there have never been any conclusive sightings of the creature, there are plenty of stories and legends surrounding it. Some believe that the skunk ape lives in the Daniel Boone National Forest, while others claim to have seen it in other parts of the state. Sightings usually describe a large, hairy biped that resembles Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Number 7. Jim Beam. Jim Beam is one of the most popular bourbons in the world, and it's made right here in Kentucky. The Jim Beam American still is the world's largest producer of bourbon, producing over 2 million barrels per year. The company was founded in 1745 and is still family-owned and operated today. Visitors to the distillery can take tours to learn about the process of making bourbon and can sample some of the finest bourbons in the world. Number 6. Burley Tobacco. Kentucky is one of the leading producers of burley tobacco in the United States. In fact, the state produces about 80% of the burley tobacco grown in the country. Burley tobacco is used to make cigars, cigarettes, and chewing tobacco. The tobacco industry has been a major part of the Kentucky economy for centuries, and it continues to be an important source of income for many farmers today. However, the popularity of tobacco products has declined in recent years, and this has had a negative impact on the tobacco industry in Kentucky. Number 5. Buffalo Trace Distillery. Buffalo Trace is another famous distillery in Kentucky. Founded in 1899, it's known for its award-winning bourbons, including the very popular Eagle Rare and George T. Stagg. The distillery is located in Frankfort, the state capital, and offers tours throughout the year. Tours include a look at the historic buildings and equipment, as well as tastings of some of their fine spirits. Number 4. Cumberland Gap National Historical Park. The Cumberland Gap is a mountain pass that was an important route for settlers traveling west in the 1700s and early 1800s. The pass is located in the eastern part of the state, near the border with Tennessee and Virginia. Today, visitors can explore the historic passage and learn about its importance in American history. The park also has hiking trails and campgrounds for those who want to experience the beauty of the area. Number 3. Horse tourism. With so many horse farms and ranches in the state, it's no surprise that horse tourism is big business in Kentucky. Every year, tens of thousands of people visit the state to go horseback riding, attend horse shows, or simply tours the beautiful horse facilities. In fact, horse tourism is one of the top 3 tourist attractions in Kentucky. So, if you're a fan of horses, be sure to add Kentucky to your travel list. Number 2. Kentucky Fried Chicken. You may not know this, but Kentucky Fried Chicken was actually invented right here in Kentucky. Colonel Harlan Sanders started the restaurant chain in 1952, and it quickly became a favorite among locals. The original recipe for fried chicken included 11 herbs and spices, and was pressure fried to ensure that it came out juicy and succulent every time. Since then, KFC has expanded to become a global phenomenon with thousands of restaurants in more than 145 countries around the world. Number 1. Bourbon. Of course, we couldn't talk about Kentucky without mentioning its most famous export, bourbon. This type of whiskey is made from corn and is aged in charred oak barrels. It's often enjoyed neat or on the rocks, but can also be mixed into delicious cocktails like an old-fashioned or Manhattan. Bourbon is enjoyed all over the world and is a staple in many bars and restaurants. So now you know just a few of the many things that Kentucky has to offer. From its famous bourbon to its rich history, there's something for everyone in the bluegrass state. So what are your thoughts on Kentucky? Have you ever visited? Let us know in the comments below. And thank you for watching.